Well, welcome to this video. Thank you for tuning in. You obviously are tuning in because you received an introduction letter and an invite to be a special guest on our podcast, Building and Protecting Your Business Worth podcast. And someone nominated you. So you're curious. So I want to tell you why we started the podcast. It was really from a book we wrote, Unlocking Your Business DNA, a couple of years ago, which I shared my 50 plus years of being in business and helping business owners grow and prosper and live a lifestyle that they can enjoy and not feel like they were building an adult daycare center where they didn't enjoy going to work. And I found that over the years, there were a lot of strategies that people didn't know about on building their business for value. So we started the podcast after the book, and we have, as of this video, well over 70 episodes, plus 30 in the making. So we're doing it quite often. And you've been invited because you were a good business owner, someone nominated you, but also they thought you would be a good guest. And that's kind of a nice thing for someone to nominate you. That's a giver. Whoever nominated you is a giver, and you should embellish that relationship with them. So on the podcast, on the letter, I sent you a brochure which pretty much answers everything, but this video should clear everything up. But here's the reason why it's a big deal. You get marketing content for your SEO. Public gets to know you as a business owner, but also an individual. The businesses get to know you. It creates credibility. It's great material to put on your website. You will own it. I give it to you for free. You can use it any way you want to. It goes on all the major platforms: Apple, Spotify, Google. And it's got so much great shelf life that I rarely ever get refused to be on a podcast. And we prepare you with the questions, and we have a methodology of getting enough information on you in about a minute to put together questions that you probably are normally asked and know how to handle. And it's no big deal. It's about 40 minutes of your time, but you got to qualify. In the letter I sent to you, I said, please get in touch with me within 7 days or the free part's off, because I'm being asked for the people to come onto the podcast. So I really have to sift through and filter very quickly. But you have the opportunity, and if you want to, within 7 days, otherwise it's gone, and you will do a podcast for you, but we'll charge you. So to be a qualified podcast guest, you must be a full-time business owner with 3 or more full-time non-member employees. You must be able to nominate 3 or more other business owners to be on the podcast. That's very, very important, because we want to keep it going. So we need our guests to refer and introduce other business owners to the podcast, in which we mail them a letter. And if they want to come on, they'll respond. If not, that's fine too. But you gotta contact me in 7 days. That's extremely important. Now, the thing that is really important is when you qualify for podcast guests, you get beyond the podcast. We give you 24 methods of using your podcast for free, how to market it, how to use it and get it out there. We have a methodology of using your introductions and nominees to expand your market, and doesn't cost them anything. We have something called the spotlight. If you're a collaborator with us, in other words, you like the idea of collaborating and doing podcasts, we will support you with things called the spotlight, where we take you for 5 minutes and talk how, why, how you do it, when you do it, that kind of thing. So in 5 minutes, someone knows exactly what you do. Think of it, how many times have you talked to someone at the end of the day, realized you never really clarified what you wanted? But wouldn't a 5-minute clip that's produced explain what you really do that you can put on an email. That's called a spotlight. We do episodes. We'll do snippets where we want to take one topic at a time. We'll put you on panels on a podcast. We'll do whatever you'd like to do, as long as you're part of the collaborative club. And you don't have to be involved with that. I'm just saying that we create these collaborative clubs through our podcast groups, which helps everybody connect with people that are like-minded, that kind of thing. I'll give you a copy of my book too. So if you're interested in talking to me about it, I put a link in the email I sent to you. Click my calendar, set up a time. Let's have a conversation for 15 minutes of how it would benefit you, and how it benefits me, and it'll be nice to meet you. I hope you click the link, set up a time. Again, thanks very much.